Well, it's race day here for the Trans Nation Challenge GP2 Monaco Grand Prix. I'm joined again by Guy Tasker, and we saw an amazing qualifying for the front row, separated by 0.2 of a second. Verche, the only driver to break into the tens for this weekend's Grand Prix, so he's looking strong today. Could be looking to get his second win in 3 races so far. So. But of course he's got Warlords 1313, who was our pulsar in the beta test, but we'll see what happens at the first turn, and we are anticipating this.
Chaos.
It's going to be. So we're going to build now to the 5 red lights. Oh no, sorry, it's the formation lap, so something that we're introducing today. So we're going to now run through the grid for the GP2 TNC Grand Prix at Monaco. And
got a yellow flag already.
Yeah, so Verche on pole position from Warlord 1313. Purexel 2121 takes up P3 from the new driver Alku Lol 17 in P4. Kart 1979 and Betts, the 2 Salvers, position 5 and 6. And Stuart McKenzie 2, P7. A very disappointing qualifying from the New Zealand points leader, and Rupert Trex Beatty, positions 11 and 12, have been disqualified. Obviously did not listen to the 5-second driver brief that we had. So RZDV 2000, the podium.
Terame spun.
Ian Betts 900 and Sarah May.
Absolute chaos.
You've got to be kidding. Well, he has too, so he needs to get, well, he'll probably, yeah. So... It's good enough, and don't take it to heart, people. They say get disqualified from the session, but it's just disqualified from the formation lap. So, unless he was parked in such a dangerous position, they actually disqualified him outright. But we don't know that. So, yeah, this is just a bit of a demo to show what's going to be happening in season 2018. So, hopefully not. Well, there's going to be 20 cars next season, not 12, so it could be a bit more chaotic than what we're seeing right now. So the car, so as you can see there's 3 of the cars on the grid ready to go, with probably cold tyres, apart from one of them who looks like they're smoking them up as they wait. But yeah, this is going to be a very hectic final first corner on the first lap, and of course the stewards will be on this like a bad rash. So waiting for preparations. Now we're building up to the 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go for Monaco here for the GP2. It's very hard to see at the moment, but Verche looks like he's converted well. Warlords 1313 is going to take turn 1, and there's already, looks like a big shuffle around, and a few drivers head-butting each other.
Yeah, there's a few bits of contact. I think RZDV might have lost some front wing in there. A few little touches, nothing too major though through the first turn there.
But it looks like reasonably clean other than that. But Verche, beautiful conversion from pole position. Warlords 1313 and incident in sector 2. Oh, Stuart McKenzie 2's in the fence.
Oh, there.
And he's lost his complete front wing assembly. He'll be absolutely fuming right now, because this is championship changing kind of.
So I saw off the start, Kart 1979 managed to get past Elku Lol into turn 1, but Elku has got back past him somewhere.
Yeah.
So
the flying
managed to pull an overtake already.
No,
and Sarah May is spun as well.
That's the second time he's clipped the wall coming into the Noval chicane, so obviously not doing himself much favours there. So Verche now with a 1.1 second gap already over Warlords 1313. And Purexel 2121 definitely stayed out of trouble through that, and he'll just play the consistent game, try and although he's got Alku right up his gearbox, so
yeah, Alku is all over the back of it at the moment.
So it's a matter of perspective here, so we'll see what kind of pace the Flying Finn has against the Flying Kiwi. We'll see what kind of moves. Could he be setting himself up to make a move at the chicane, the hairpin? Not quite.
It's such a squeeze getting 2 cars through there without losing a front wing. It's practically impossible.
I think I just saw Betts get into the fence there actually, so yeah, you've got a point there. It just runs through, but yeah, could he make a dive down the inside at Noval? Let's have a look. Is he going to set himself up? Is he going to go? Nope. Alex goes defensive. So they always say that you're struggling. the driver behind knows when the driver in front is struggling the second they start going defensive. So
yeah, he's looking quick so far.
Yeah, he's
Elku
definitely pushing for it.
grazing the wall.
Stuart McKenzie 2 has come into the pits now, and he's on the soft tyre, so you know, you got to kind of have to take things on the chin. Inverche sets the fastest lap of the race, and he's gapping the field, so 2 seconds already. The gap between him and Cart's now in. So is that scheduled? No, it's a front wing change too. So yep. So we're going to expect to see this quite a lot today, not in just GP2, but F1 and GP3.
Yes, Cart coming in, and he's fitted the soft tyre as well. Yeah.
As at the soft, well, I'm getting a graphical glitch, so.
Oh, I think it's. Oh,
it's switching in between from the looks of it.
Yeah, it says soft on my screen. Sarah May's attempting the super soft. It looks.
That's quite. I would imagine. I think Sarah May would probably be looking to do the 2-stop. Actually, that's something that was omitted from the information. So, TK Media does provide us some information regarding the race, and his qualifying prediction was to do 3 runs on a set of tyres to get a bit of temperature in them and a bit of wear, because it will improve start procedures. And then for the race, he says 1 stop is the way to go, but cannot be guaranteed if front wing damage is part of the equation. So 1 stop for anyone that can keep it out of the fence, but a 2-stop isn't necessarily a bad choice.
Yeah, I have to have seen Elku has just knocked his front wing, and he's lost the right end plates of his wing, so he's dropped back a bit from pure axle now.
Yeah, I think
he has got.
I wonder if he thinks that. I wonder if there was a bit of contact between the two. Maybe Elku may set up a move and didn't quite commit to it.
Hey, mind you, saying that, pure axle also has lost his front right end plates. So.
Oh yeah, so everyone.
The front two look like they might be. And Betts looks like he's also right for damage. So.
Well, Inverche's not entirely out of the championship picture, actually, given despite the race DNF in at Spain, because you know, the top 2 in the championship didn't exactly convert very well.
Yes,
it was 3rd place for Cart, 4th place for Stuart McKenzie 2. So Inverche, if he can pull this off, and especially with Stuart McKenzie 2 down the order in 7th and Cart in 9th.
Yeah, it's going to tighten things up immensely if he can pull it off.
And the question now lies in, so Cart's in position 9, so he'll get 2 points if things say they are. McKenzie's in 11, so he won't score. So that will make a 7-point gap. So that's the difference between a race win. So if Cart can come back and win, if it stays like this and then Cart wins Canada and McKenzie finishes 2nd, they'll be deadlocked heading into Azerbaijan. Not an ideal. It's like for me, or it's like for us, because you're only 2 points behind me in the F1. This is not the venue you want to be coming into by trailing by so little points. It's your championship lead to gain, mine to lose, basically, is what the point is. So,
yeah, it's very good.
So these are the kind of circuits you don't want to be. You want to have a nice, comfortable margin in. So Stuart McKenzie 2 can at least take away knowing that he could come out of this still the championship leader, but that's all dependent on where Cart finishes as well. So, Warlord's just a little close to giving that fence a bit of a clip. So, but he's definitely upped his game this season. He's had such a below average. Actually, just clipped the wall there, as I said there, but it doesn't look like he got any damage from that. It looked like
we had a bit of a tank slapper coming out of that.
But yeah, it's a return to form for Warlord 1313. I know, he struggled.
Oh,
he's had such a struggle in the first few races, and that win in Spain has definitely revitalised him, and it's the same for Inverche as well, because I mean, look at that. The gap's 4.8 seconds on a track where you want to manage your car and manage the gap rather than try and go fast and go hard. So 4.8 seconds in 6 laps is really impressive there.
Oh, certainly. I think Inverche looking to put in another performance like he did in Russia, because we saw how dominant he was there, and it's looking already like he's just going to walk away with this one as well.
Well, I mean, we've got 33 laps to go, and anything can happen in this Grand Prix. And of course, the safety car is also a factor, so we can't really. Russia's a bit different because you can be aggressive to the point of not worrying about where your car's going to end up. But in Monaco, it's really, you make a mistake, you're done. And as we say that, Alku's just fired himself even heavier into the fence and lost more of his front wing. So definitely trying a bit too hard. See, if I was in his position here, if the contact was made because he was trying to pass Pierre Axel, I would have pit. Like, I would have committed to a 2-stop, because the undercut here is so powerful that the 2-stop isn't exactly the bad way to go, because you can get out of traffic and then do your stop, get on some new tyres, blaze around. By the time that the next driver comes in for their 1-stop, they'll probably get likely stuck in traffic. They'll be stuck in traffic, stuck with traffic, and the 2-stop, it doesn't become as...
Yeah, no, you make a good point there. I think it's... I think everyone's so scared of running a 2-stop because they know how hard it is to overtake around Monaco. But maybe sometimes it's a risk worth taking.
Well, it's that reason alone that it's so hard to overtake in Monaco that the 2-stop could be an effective way to go, because if you look at the gap at the moment, so if we change, just going to go through here, we can change the leaderboard to the leader. So as you can see here, the gap between Inverche to about position 8 is 19.4 seconds. As Stuart McKenzie 2's now just made a move on Serame just before the hairpin there, so that's not too bad. But yeah, so it's 19.72 19.9. It keeps changing, but it's 20 seconds now from Inverche to Ian Betts 900 and P8. So the transit time for a pit stop between Monaco is roughly about 18-19 seconds. So if he pit now, he would come out in front of Ian Betts, and he would have about a 6-second buffer between himself and Beardy. So this is where people need to be looking. Like, I mean, it's easy enough for us commentators to say this, but you've got to try and find a gap where it counts. And 5-second stop go penalty for Serame speeding in pit lane. And in fact, Stuart McKenzie 2's in as well. So another front wing change.
I wonder if there was contact there.
Well, I think Serame's in for the same thing, so it could be.
McKenzie's put the super softs on, so.
Yeah, I'm getting discrepancy issues here because I'm seeing the ultra soft. So I'm going to change the.
Yeah, that's what I've changed the telemetry or the detail even, so it's showing the tyre.
So
it's just the image I get is often misleading.
So. Okay, so that's better. So we can see Beardy's on the super soft. In fact, he's just come in. So is this a front wing change as well? Looks like it. Is he serving a 5 second?
Speaking of front wing changes, I do wonder whether Elku will actually repair his front wing or not, because he might be so scared of getting undercut here. I think he's going to have to, but he might have to try and put out a bit of an undercut himself and pit before Betts does, because Betts is right up behind him, and obviously if Betts doesn't have to replace his front wing,
I think Beardy just served a 5-second stop go penalty or something there. Did you see anything on the screen that said that Beardy having a 5-second stop go penalty?
No, it didn't say anything on my screen.
Either that was a delay in the broadcast, or Beardy ended up serving a 5-second. If you can just check the race director on that, because
sure.
Yeah, that was weird. He was held in the pit for a little bit before he got service, so he must have served a 5-second stop go somewhere.
No, there was nothing on the race director that says Beardy should have had a penalty.
So I wonder if maybe there was a bit of a glitch there that
He's given Seramane's penalty to.
Yeah, well, that would be
to Beardy. Now it's come up saying,
and he's gone. So where's that? That's just coming out of Noval. So.
Did he just not?
Oh, he's missed the corner. He's missed the corner entry. He's clipped the corner entry.
Yeah.
So if he leaves the session now, could we see a safety car? He needs to get off for a safety car to work, he needs to leave the session. So will he stay or will he go? Will we see a safety car? And someone who will want to hope. Okay, he's left the session. What do we got? Have we got a safety car? Because this will actually DRS
virtual safety car.
So close enough, but Stuart McKenzie too would have been hoping and praying for a safety car, because right now he's actually on the cusp of being lapped. So he, you know, he's kind of pushing for it. So there's.
I'm trying to see if we're going to see anyone attempt to dive in under this virtual safety car. I don't think it's going to be a massive advantage right now.
If I was Pure Axel,
yep.
And Elku is responding.
He's going to follow.
Betts isn't, so yep.
Oh, ignoring yellow flag for Elku. 5 seconds stop.
Yeah, see, this is an issue. So this is the issue that I found. In F1 2016, you could basically gun your car over the delta time for if you're going into pit lane, and you wouldn't get pinged for it. People Codemasters caught wind of this and decided that they're not going to happen. So if you come into pit lane with heap of speed and you're over your delta time, you're going to get pinged for that. So Elku's obviously come in with a higher delta than what.
See, so that's what his penalty will be for then.
Yeah, I found this out because and when I first got this game, I used to run with the pit assist on. So especially in Canada, where you can just basically go in full guns blazing, and it would just stop you immediately and put you in your thing. A virtual safety car had come out, and I thought, okay, I'll do what I do in 16, just speed on into the pit lane, make up a heap of time. Oh, beautiful move there by Ian Betts on Pure Axel 2121 there. So, Betts on
Kart
on Ian Betts. So, either way, as I was saying, so I sped into the pit lane, and I was about 0.8 of a second off too high above my delta. And then it pinged me for speeding under virtual safety car. Now you can't be cheeky and try and make up time before you go into pits.
Well, good on them for cottoning onto it at least.
The funny
Pure
thing
Axel right up behind Ian Betts there.
Yeah, so this is gonna help. Actually, I don't know who this is gonna help, because Betts.
Pure Axel just having a look there.
Oh, you don't. Well, you can make that move work, but you don't really want to.
You need a lot of respect from the other driver to make that work.
And Elku, despite everything, if he stays out, which he's on the super soft, so there is a chance he'll probably come back in. Are
we going to see Pure Axel dive out the inside here?
Yeah, he's going for a move.
Oh, the inside. Oh, contact.
Oh, contact and. No, contact, but still paid off. So Ian Betts didn't really want to give that up.
Get away with it.
Yeah, the one thing about an instant sector 1 is that.
Oh, I think it's Warlords.
Yeah, could have been.
Yeah, Warlords went straight on at turn 1.
Well, that's all right.
But he saved it, but he did. I think he checked the wall. I don't know if he's got any wing damage there.
No. So yeah, just having a look back on that Beatty incident. Yeah, it looks from the looks of it looked like he came out of Noval and came out way too wide, so you lose traction as you try to come out of the second part of Noval. So my guess is that he's misjudged the wall. So we're watching Inverche here come through, so just about here he's obviously misjudged the wall and then just belted it.
Yeah. I've also just seen that Bet 715 has got past Ian Betts 900 though. Oh, and actually Ian Betts has got some wing damage, and maybe that is why. I was going to say it's very easy.
Ripper trenches in. McKenzie now does the fastest lap of the race, and I suppose looking at things at the moment for him, I think that's probably as much as a win for him today as it will be, given where he is.
Yeah.
His qualifying was very average.
He's in P9, so some points at least, but the thing is, I think everyone in front of him is lapping at a good speed.
Warlords is in, so.
Oh, I can't see McKenzie being able to close in all these drivers in front of him that much.
Not unless a safety car comes out, and
I think that's his one hope.
The tunnel. Inverche hasn't put a lap on him yet, so this should be. Pure
Axel has jumped Warlords.
Yeah, so that's surprising to say the least. Front wing damage. Though I suppose Warlords did lose a heap of time with that moment in turn.
And Pure Axel did come in under the virtual safety car, so he would have saved a bit of time.
Yeah, so
hitting under the virtual safety car. So it's paid off big time for him.
Elku's disappeared. Oh no, there
Elku's in 7th on my screen.
He's fallen behind. Oh no, because he didn't.
He came in under the safety car as well and changed his front wing.
Mackenzie again, the fastest lap of the race, and he's
on a mission. Oh, he's up to 8th. Ian Betts has just come into the pits, so he's up to 8th.
So Elku is next on his target, but he's 13 seconds up the road.
Oh, sector 3, it's Ripit Tretch, I think. Yeah, he's diving into the pits.
So M. Verche is now in from the lead of the race. He's coming on to the super soft. RZDV is still out on the circuit. In fact, this could be close. Even though,
yep, RZDV has got it.
Yep, but that's not for effective position though. So that's
he still has to pit.
So
Verche's just got to be clever here and just wait, because you can imagine RZDV is going to come in at the end of this lap.
Yeah, but look at the gap that he's got to kart 1979. He doesn't need to push it.
And I think he'll know that. I think he's been an intelligent racer in the past, so I think he'll know he doesn't need to force anything. Pure Axel right up the back of kart 1979 though as well now for P3.
Which will be effectively P2 once everyone clears the thing. And Warlords, despite everything, still holding down P3 or P4 at the moment by effectiveness.
And he will have a run. He's on the fresher tyres, and him and Kart will be going to the end, so he will be up behind Kart, but it's a case of whether he can fashion a move.
And the thing is, and we often compare Robert to the Max Verstappen of the series because, well, he is Dutch in a way, but you know, he shares the same driving mannerisms in some regards, not to the point where he's literally serving people and then claiming it to be just a valiant dive, but you know, he's definitely looking after the car. Apart from that little mistake he made in turn 1, and RZDV, as we say, has now come in, so that clears Inverche. Inverche did lose a bit of time through that process, but in saying that, it just means he's now got clear air. Where is RZDV going to rejoin? He's going to stay in 6, but
close one. Him and Elku. And Serame in a black car actually.
Yeah, so that's not going to do him much favour. So we'll see if Serame gets out of the way. He did in qualifying, but he's just going to be so mindful here.
Struggling here.
He might be waiting to get to. He might be waiting to get to that corner where he let whoever it was. Sorry, not this time. So. It must be that blue flag issue again. So I wonder if we can't get. Oh no, here we go. So there we go.
Yes, he's letting go. There we go.
And just in the nick of time too, because beautiful chopper shot here of the Noval chicane.
Axel might be setting up a move here on kart 1979.
I think they just had a bit of front to rear contact there. Kart just got really sideways and. Kart going defensive too, which you know, he's entitled to, but you know, this is what happened last weekend. Kart got defensive, and then the driver behind went for the gap that wasn't there. But this time it's different because there's a third. Oh, Kart's just hit the wall. Is Alex gonna?
Oh yeah, I think it might. Is it? I can't tell if there's any front wing damage or not.
Doesn't look like it. It looked like it was kind of wheeled. It looked like it was wheeled.
And we know,
this 3-car battle is about to turn into a 4-car battle because Betts is now.
That's what I say. Betts is coming up behind Warlords now as well. And we know those two are probably going to be hoping that. And Pure Axel's got a great run. Yeah,
but he's going to have to try and he's going to go around the outside. Oh, is he going to do it? Oh, I think he's going to have to give that back. Yep, he's redressing. Or is he? Yeah, he's redressing.
Yeah,
so.
He's
he's just let Warlord through. Oh, that was. And I don't know if
Alex has lost it.
I don't know if Alex hit the wall there when he tried to redress, but yeah, Warlord with the massive incentive there just saw the gap, went through it, and beautiful move there by the Dutchman.
The kart is just holding up this field at the moment.
Yeah, I think Alex will be a little upset about this because kart is way too defensive, and But I think
at the same time, I think with Warlords looking
Oh, Warlord's just having to move up through Casino.
Takes it out cut.
Oh, you don't do it there. Oh, but the switchback. He's got the switchback. Beautiful switchback here. Kart won't be able to defend here, so beautiful move there by Warlord. Although Kart's going to hang it.
Outside, but he'd have to concede. What a move.
Oh, that was well executed.
Great move. And off he goes.
Yeah, so Warlord's recovering from his first turn instance, but you know, he set himself up brilliantly and went around the outside of the first part, which then set him up to get the switch back into the second. But now
that
will be just kind of sitting there going, how the hell did he pull that off? Well, I can't even.
I think that is up there with one of my favourite moves I've seen in the TNC so far.
Oh, well, that will definitely go up for overtake of the year.
Yeah, that was pretty special, that.
But now Pure Axel 2121 will be hoping to try and clear the Sauber driver. Sector 3 incident.
Oh, I think it was Elku. Yeah, Elku's lost some front wing.
Yeah, so
again.
It's Pure Axel.
Stuart McKenzie with a glimmer of hope there of catching another position. But are we going to see Pure Axel try the same move that Warlords did here? Has he been inspired?
I think.
Shut it off.
Yeah, I think in Pure Axel's mind, just been racing with him for so long, I think he would have thought that move was far too reckless. And RZDV's now in the pit, so that's
so that gives McKenzie another place. So he's now only 6.5 seconds behind Elku, and with front wing damage, I think he'll catch him. So he's going to have a chance of P6 here.
There's some damage limitation in all this, but I think given so Stuart McKenzie 2 is going to score 6 points, 4 points, 6 points. So 10 plus 1.
Currently it will be 6.
Yeah, so 6 points to Kart's 18. So Kart will leave here the championship leader if positions stay as they are. But we know at the moment that it's not, unless Betts puts pressure onto Pure Axel and forces him into a mistake, which you know, if you're thinking that you better drop that thought, but because it'll never happen.
Yep, agreed.
Pure Axel is very unflappable, so
I'm sure Betts is going to be slightly frustrated as well in the fact that it's his teammate here that is holding him up slightly, but at the same time it's giving him a shot at getting past Pure Axel.
Yeah, the meat and the Sauber sandwich, so
yeah.
Betts will be setting himself up because Alex is getting turbulent air, so and this is one thing that Alex hates above everything, it's the turbulent air, and he knows that it's causing him to lose touch to the cars in front. He's now 2.8, Kart's now 2.8 seconds behind Warlords, and Warlords staying within the 14.8 barrier to Verche, who's just being, like in Russia, just on top of everything.
Oh yeah, this is. It reminds me back to the days of Sebastian Vettel in the Red Bull, just qualifying on pole, and you won't see him again for the rest of the race. So,
well, that's the thing. I mean, you look at it, and it's like once you get into a rhythm, it's very hard to come off it, and then you can, when you hit your stride, then it's very hard to get it back. So a lot of Pure Axel just fancying a move up the inside of turn 1. He'll be getting very frustrated. And Betts has lost touch.
He's very close this time here though, right up the back of the car.
He's going for it. Oh no, he's not, mate.
I think he showed it and backed out straight away. It was an interesting one there.
And Elku now goes the fastest lap of the race, a 12th flash. That's
interesting. With front wing damage.
That's impressive time, yeah. So yeah, he's definitely pushing it.
McKenzie has jumped into 2 seconds, so I'm slightly interested as to how that's happened. I wonder whether there was a lag spike in there.
Could be, but looks like Pure Axel's in a position to have a lunge here. I know a lot of people watching here would be saying, lunge, Alex, lunge, but he's not the kind of driver to do it unless he knows he's going to pull it off. And I mean, you saw it in the previous
6-3. Ian Betts.
Ian Betts has hit the fence
in the wall,
coming out of the swimming pool. So
is he going to?
If he leaves the session straight away, come on.
I don't think he will.
A safety car would be.
In past races, he has hung around to watch his relatives race it out.
So
yeah.
His definitely looks like he's staying in. So, although it does take a while for the driver, because there is that little driver animation there. So, looks like he's, looks like he's hanging in there. So it looks like we'll stay green racing. Pure Axel just getting all over the show.
Yeah,
he just wants to get past that Sauber.
Yeah, those tyres perhaps just starting to go past their best, but he should comfortably make it to the end.
So Ian still was not in a position to benefit Mackenzie in any way, so...
No, but Mackenzie is right up behind Elku, so he'll be thinking of a way he can get past to get this P6 for himself, and then hoping that there's a pile-up between these three.
Sorry, I had just cringed there because Kart just cut the corner into the chicane quite massively, so he's trying to find a way to pull the gap out to Alex without incurring the wrath of stewards. But
I've actually just seen that Elku has a lot of penalties at the moment.
Well, he probably has all those.
Stop go. Speeding under virtual safety car, ignoring yellow flag, crossing the white line on pit lane exit as well.
Ooh, so there is a few.
And corner cutting. He's got quite a lot of penalties racked up there.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any notifications on mine, so...
Pure Axel has 1 for corner cutting, as does Betts 715, but nothing for Kart, so...
Well, I'd say Kart will be using its tokens now, so that's why there's so much hecticness for Pure Axel.
Kart did get a warning on the first corner for a collision with Pure Axel, but I don't think that was anything major.
Yeah, I think I saw that actually. It was just wheel to wheel, but yeah. So that's why Pure Axel's so intent on trying to get past, because he needs to pull the 3-second gap, because at least if he does that, McLaren Honda can bounce back for a 1-3. So
yeah, I'm not sure he has the penalty yet. I think he only has 1 warning, so I think he's right. I'm not sure he has the penalty yet. Just double check that. Yeah, Pure Axel. He's just. Oh wait.
It's in 62.
Corner cutting warning. Yeah, he's just got a warning at the moment.
Oh, so Stuart McKenzie too's made a mistake at the Novell chicane.
Oh yeah, he's dropped back a long way.
I wonder if he clipped the wall coming into that corner. But yeah, this race is all about damage limitation, and it's a lot like with me at Spain. It's one of the tracks that you enjoy, and when you're having to play, going from a track where you think I'm going to win it or at least salvage good results, when your favourite race becomes a damage limitation, that's morally crushing. Yeah,
well, I think I had a similar thing in Russia. Although it's not one of my favourite races, I fancied my pace around there. But yeah, as you say, it's really quite demoralising when you feel like you're going to get good points, and then all of a sudden you're fighting for peanuts. Really. Oh, sector 2. They're amazing, the pits, but
nothing's showing up. So I think it might have been Stuart McKenzie 2 again somewhere, but I don't, because he's the only one roughly in sector 2. But
he's pushing hard.
Well, the gap between. So Betts has lost a lot of time out of all this. And that's why he's got masses of front wing damage. So.
Oh. I wonder if he got into the back of Pure Axel at all. So Stuart McKenzie here actually does have a relatively decent chance of P5, which would be a great result given where he was.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Obviously, he's got the pace on Elku, it seems. Oh, he's into the pits though.
Yeah, I think. We'll see.
Front wing damage, perhaps.
Looks like, yeah, it is.
He's fitting some ultra softs. Is he going to come out? Where's he going to come out then?
Well, RZDV is going to jump him, so Ripper Treach is well behind. In fact, Ripper Treach is actually in front of him, so in the pit surface, but he's a lap down. So, and Sirame's still hanging around, so Sirame's still getting some points out of all this, despite being a lap down himself.
Interesting. I wonder. Oh, 3 second time penalty. But I wonder if McKenzie will regret. Yeah, on the exit of the pit. That's an interesting one. But I wonder if he'll regret making this decision come the end of it, unless those tyres weren't going to make it.
Well, that's the only. Oh, Pure Axel! Kart made a very massive, I think I couldn't tell exactly what it is, but pure axle just really got into the gearbox of Kart.
Oh, and Elku is gonna try and make a pass. Oh, Betts
Here we go,
really struggling without that front wing.
Oh no, have those two come together? No, something else.
I've just seen Betts run it very wide.
Oh, pure axle down the
really
inside
struggling.
through Casino.
Oh. No, he's backed out.
Oh, it just looks so convincing, but then the camera shot pans away, so it's very hard to see what he's doing. But
oh, and Elku has got past Betts.
Oh, beautiful there.
Just got a much better exit than it. But Betts is really struggling without a front wing here.
Yeah,
I think
Elku's got it too, but despite all that Renault's.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be struggling too badly.
Stuart McKenzie too's had a moment through Razkaz, so.
Oof.
And look who's behind him, M. Verche. So this is the point of the race. When you get lapped, that's where it kills.
Oof. I wonder whether on the ultra soft tyre, he's hopefully he might feel he has enough pace to.
Kart's just hit the wall.
Ooh.
Coming into Razkaz.
Yeah, Kart's got off some front wing there. And so is that going to give Pure Axel the chance he needs?
So, beautiful shot here at the rear of the Sauber, watching Pure Axel go into attack mode. But yeah, one of the things about Pure Axel that kind of annoys me, or not annoys me, but gets to me, is that he takes too many risks by not trying to make so many moves. I mean, I can understand that he's trying to pressure his opponent into making a mistake, but there's a few corners that I think that he could have really had a go at. And of course he did make the pass at the Novel chicane, but unfortunately he did have to give it back because I think he felt that he cut the track to make an advantage, or the game told him to give the position back. But
yeah.
So Ian Betts now leaves the session well after his retirement, but so he's denied us a safety car.
Mackenzie has just set the fastest lap of the race, and just see. So
yeah, but he needs
ultra soft tyres are working for him.
He needs to hustle if he doesn't want to get lapped. So
he's not making any massive ground at the moment.
In Verche is just gone. He's 17 seconds up the road.
Yeah.
And Warlords is 10 seconds up the road from Kart. So this is how much Pure Axel was getting hurt by this.
Going very defensive. Pure Axel just can't find a way through.
No.
It's so frustrating for him.
And you can see it, because look how much time that Warlords has made on these guys through this whole battling system. So, look, if I was Kart, yes, I'd give it up. You're going to finish P4 no matter what. All you're doing here is running the risk of what happened in Spain.
Yeah.
Eventually, Pure Axel's going to go for a move, and it's going to end in tears. So you're P3, you're going to come out of this the championship leader at this point in time. So let him through and just get on with your race. I think he's...
Oh, late move.
Oh, yeah, and there's contact there. So see, this is what I mean.
Oh, he's given Kart a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting.
Yeah, so this is what I mean, and this is what I mean. So by forcing so many errors and not letting people through, he's now basically incurred himself a penalty by being overly defensive.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a tough one because obviously he was forced to cut the corner from Pure Axel's move, so I'm sure he won't be very happy with it.
Oh, of course he won't, but when you look at it, he left the space. He left this door wide open. So, in fact, Pure Axel's fancying a move through. Oh, yeah. I mean, he won't
know that Kart has this time penalty.
Oh, so. I think he might have an understanding now. Kart's gone wide. So, when you leave the door wide open like that, you're pretty much asking for someone.
He was inviting him into it.
Yeah, so
I don't think you can blame Pure Axel for going for that. For that gap.
It's like a rite of passage. You leave the door open enough, and it happens. I wonder if he was actually trying to let Pure Axel through, but didn't think that Pure Axel was too far back. So. And yeah, he's still pushing track limits. So
yeah, I think he's trying to push now because he knows he's got to build up 3 seconds. So, but I can't see him being able to do that. No. Pure Axel has been all over him entirety of this race, it feels.
So yeah, so now that Axel, unless he doesn't know, and because I know he'll still want to try and make the move anyway, because then he'll try and use these last 8 laps to have a go at Warlords 1313. But I mean, that's a tall order by its own rights.
Yeah.
But he doesn't need to push now, knowing that if he knows that he's got a penalty, but he's still going for it anyway. In fact, he's going to go. He's actually committing this time down the inside. Beautiful move.
Yeah, he's made it stick, and perhaps Kart realising with that 3-second time penalty, it is pointless letting him.
Well, especially
fighting him now. So.
Yeah, if you're fighting, you're just inviting the guy behind to make up some time. So
yeah. Oh, and RZDV. Oh, tap bets up the back there. He's looking to the move, and this is bringing Stuart McKenzie back into it as well.
So Betts has not pit since he lost that amount of front wing.
He should have pitted straight
and
away.
He's just hit the wall coming into the casino, which just invited RZDV just to get straight up the inside. Of course, the announcement made for RZDV is that he will be partaking in the F1 category for season 2018 in the same team. So that's a good turnover for him.
Yeah, and it does make you wonder that if McKenzie hadn't have pitted, he was running with Elku and all over the back of him, so he'd have been up there P6, maybe even P5. So
yeah, we're just about to
makes you wonder whether this was the right decision.
So this is McKenzie versus Sauber Part 2.
Yeah, I'm sure he's sick of seeing these Saubers.
Well, this is the other Sauber Betts, so I'm sure he'll be. Although we'll see what kind of placement Betts does. Very different driving method by both Kart and Betts, so you can tell, because Betts is a lot more aggressive when it comes to attacking, whereas Kart is definitely more aggressive when it comes to defending. So Stuart McKenzie too is going to look around the outside. Of course, he won't get that done.
He's gone for the switchback.
Yeah, he cut the corner a little bit to make that work.
He's going to muscle his way through.
Yeah, this could end nastily if it does.
Trying to hold it in there, but with minimal front wing, it's never going to work for him. That.
So that's P7.
So now McKenzie is going to try and hunt down RCDV.
So at the moment, Kart is P4, so that's 12 points. Mackenzie Stewart's in 7th, that's 6 points. So 3 points will be the difference in favour of Stuart McKenzie too. So he'll stay the championship points leader. I mean, you've got 7 laps to go, so anything can happen. But if things stay as they are, then McKenzie's championship lead will take a bit of a belting today, but he'll still be in it. So that's not to say where Inverche will line up.
Yeah, that's true. Given where McKenzie was, I think he'll be happy just to come away with the championship lead, I think, after today.
And I think he still holds down the fastest lap of the race, if I'm not mistaken, so he'll get that.
I think so.
Warlords.
He's right up behind. He's going to have a shot at P6 as well.
So we might as well have a look here at Inverche, because we've kind of dropped him from our attention span for a while because of all these battles happening now. The only battle, in fact, actually, I'll take that back. There is another battle brewing because Stuart McKenzie too suddenly pulled in massive time on RZDV, so he just gave a bump in the rear for his trouble. But yeah, he was about 2 seconds behind a few quarters.
Yeah, he was because just as he got past Betts, he was about 2-3 seconds behind, and he's made that all up in about a lap here. So
he's going to go. No, thinks better of it. He's definitely setting himself up. Oh no, you don't do it there. You don't do it there. I mean, you can set yourself up there well enough, but you're just going to be sure that
RZDV might hit the wall there.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it's just wheel contact. He's not damaging his wing, but will McKenzie go up the inside at Razkaz? No, he's going to go around the outside, set himself up for the switchback. Instant sector 2. Oh, it's Rip It Tretch. He's managed to come out of it without taking off his wheel, so very lucky there. Sit mascot. So back to the battle with Stuart McKenzie 2. Oh, he's going for the same move he did on Betts, but yeah, RZDV is a bit more aware onto it.
Ooh.
He's going for it. Oh, he's going.
Kenzie is.
Oh, he almost looked like he's going to force himself through. Ripper Tritch.
Oh, I think that was Ripper.
He's staying out.
Ripper
Tritch is staying out despite he's got no front wing. I think he's got.
That might have been that yellow flag, that second one there. He might have tried to make it to the pits but missed it.
Yeah, but I mean, you got 5 laps to go. I mean, it's not like, you know, he's lapped down. He's gonna 34 seconds ahead of Sirame, so he's gonna get points no matter how you look at it. Stuart McKenzie too still can't get past RZDV. It looks like. Oh, he's just made a mistake coming through the.
And he's lost half his front wing, and that may well be.
That's game
the
over.
End of his challenge for 6.
So that's game over for the challenge for P6. Will he pit in? I mean, he's got 11 seconds to Betts, and Betts is struggling.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's worth it there.
It's not enough laps to make that gap in, despite all that. So P7
it's
will be.
Not. It wasn't awful damage, and I think RZDV might have a bit of damage too. So he might still fancy his chances of being able to get past.
Well, either way, it's been a good drive for our top 3 drivers. Warlord especially looking to get his championship back on track and definitely doing well enough to do so to get his second podium of the year. Of course, his first podium came at Spain when he won the Grand Prix. M. Verche looking to get his second podium of the season in same contrast. So this will be our second back-to-back, well, not back-to-back, but our second multiple winner in any category actually. So GP2 providing 2 back-to-back winners in Stuart McKenzie 2 and Ripper Tritch crossing a penalty. sorry, it does sound like I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, that's to be expected, but you know, it's just people that don't have the pit lane assists on just asking for it, and overly aggressive exits do tend to lead that through. But you know, for M. Verche, it's going to be another win.
Another dominant performance.
Oh yeah,
just how many was it 40 seconds in?
No, it was,
in Russia,
it was actually 28 seconds. So he's on the cusp of matching his performance in Russia, which is, and you know, there's not a single spot on the car. There's no scrape marks. There's no front wing damage. Oh no, you're kidding me!
Oh, I think we jinxed him there.
No, well, he's lucky enough to have.
He's got a 25-second gap. Oh, say that 28 seconds. I think Warlords might have had a moment there.
29
seconds.
Yeah, so he's got. But Warlords would have seen this, and Warlords will be just like, go. Do not come back into the session. Do not come back into the session. Push, 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 push. Because Warlords will now look at this and think, I'm on course for a back-to-back win. I'll be the first driver in TNC history to go back-to-back.
Oof, and what a turn-up that would be, giving Warlord start to the season that he had.
Oh,
it's not the way that anyone would like to do it, and I think.
I think
he's going to be trying his hardest to get back into the session.
In Stuart McKenzie's case, he felt very undeserving of the win. But I mean, every person's different, so it's he's got. You know what what would be the most embarrassing thing? If M. Verche didn't come back into the session, but still his car crossed the line.
Okay. He's had almost a lap now. He's had a lap, and it's still at 25 seconds. So
the beauty about Monaco is that it's the kind of track that, despite this kind of problem, it's not like Spain where it's so open that you can make all this time in so quickly. So he's only got 2 laps to go. So and the gap's still 25.1 seconds. So
I think he should.
And it's still increasing. It's actually increasing. It's not going down.
I wonder whether Warlords is just not. Maybe not. Oh, Warlords has. I did say Warlords had a moment just as M. Verche disconnected, and he's lost half his front wing. Just looking at Warlords now.
Yeah, because Pierre Axel is gaining on him too. So.
Yeah. So Warlords has had a moment as M. Verche disconnected.
There is
lost half his front wing, so he can't gain. Oh, he's actually as I say, it's down to 23 seconds, but.
And he's pushing his limits a little bit too, but
sees pure axle coming for him here.
Oh, slow down, Robert. Slow down.
Oh,
He's gone. No,
he's
he's bottled it. He's pushed too hard.
Oh,
yeah.
Heartbreak for Warlords.
Yeah, so close to the end, but I saw it coming. You know, the speed he was taking.
Just 2 laps left.
He was just too aggressive. He needed to slow down, but this is going to put Car on the podium. Mackenzie will move up to P6 with the potential of taking P5. But I think Robert will still hold down P8 by the end of it. He could.
Possibly.
He's definitely still there. He's not leaving the car's still positioned.
Oh, you've got to feel for him after.
Oh yeah, I mean, very strong race.
Such a good performance as well. Just as you say, a moment of ill-thought judgment, really, to go for it that much at that stage.
So have a look at this for a factor. So McLaren Honda score a 1-2 finish in Russia, a double DNF in Spain. They're going to have another 1-2 finish at Monaco. How's that?
Oh, they are. What a turn-up. I've just seen Serame and Ripit Treacher having a fight for P9 at the moment. Kart is clinging on just in front of them by the looks of it. With Elku actually right up behind Kart here, only 2/10 behind him. Oh, Ripit Treacher. Oh, that's Ripit Treacher.
It's becoming. We apologise.
Oh, and Elku is going for the move. He's done it on the inside of Kart.
Yeah, but Elku's got so many penalties at the moment that he needs to really. Once he's done this, he needs to bolt.
That's true.
So the gap. So we're going to go into the final lap here. The gap is 20 seconds. So I think
Kart's tyres. He's had them on since lap 2, very early in the race.
Well, the gap is 20 So the gap is 20.6 seconds.
It's sure Kart has much left in those tyres.
No, I don't think he would. But yeah, it's not.
All.
So Alex is pushing, but he knows the win isn't going to be there. But his teammate, you know, he would have thought, oh, this is my race gone. But he is still going to win this
still
race.
Still going to win by about 20 seconds.
So, despite everything, you know, very solid performance by the Argentinian. We probably gave him the commentator's curse through all of it, but either way, M. Verche, the ghosted M. Verche, is going to round the last 2 bends. And in 2-3 races, M. Verche will win the Monaco Grand Prix for GP2. And once again, McLaren Honda are going to do the double. The first team to score the 1-2 finish in the TNT Championship. Now they're the first team to do double 1-2 finishes. Pure Axel 21-21 crosses home in P2. Now here's the interesting battle here. So Elku, Lowell 17 is going to cross the line, effectively P3, but will he stay there? We're about to find out.
Well, I'm also going to say, will Kart stay in 4th place?
Kart's lost his front wing completely.
Is he going to stay in 4th place as well?
Yep, so Kart.
Penalty.
Yep, so Elku stays P3. RZDB stays P5. Stuart McKenzie 2 is going to. Yeah, he's weaving. He'll be delighted this race is over. Betts is going to cross home in 7th. Serame 8th, Ripip Trench 9th, and Warlords unfortunately ended up being overtaken at the end to get P10. So 3 DNFs. We're now going to cross over to our drivers, and we will see how everyone thought that race went. Stoffel Van Dorn takes the trophy, so wait, I think that's Stoffel Van Dorn. Of course, they did leave there's a bit of we're just trying to get drivers to play into effect. I say, GP. I think we can only get. Well, we've got. Can't speak to us. Warlord. Let's call it one of the most embarrassing ways to win a race when you get the commentator's curse to and end up getting disconnected with 3 laps to go, but still manage to cross the line and take the win of the race. So congratulations to M. Verche. And anyway, but we'll also have a chat to our, well, it's hard to say whether he's still the championship points leader or not, Stuart McKenzie too. Qualifying was very average for you, if I can be blunt about it. And yeah, lap 1 in the fence straight away. That race must have been very, very mundane for you.
Don't even get started on what happened. Qualifying, I was just pushing too hard because the first lap was just shocking as fuck. And then on the second lap, I broke my front wing on the out lap. And I tried, because there was only 30 seconds to go, so I was like, I'll try to push for a lap, and then broke too late at turn 1 and broke the front wing. And then at the start of the race, I got pushed in, I got punted from behind in turn 1 into the back of Bet, so I had a yellow front wing anyways. But then coming into Monaco, someone punted me into the fence. I felt a bloody hard contact going into the Monaco and just got punted straight into the fence and had no front wing, so I had to pit for new front wing. And then just coming, just damage limitation for the rest of the race, and had to every pit stop I made, I had to change front wing, so it was just absolutely horrible.
Just having a few little outbursts happening around in the Skype conversation at the moment, but either way, P7 it was, so.
P6.
P6. Oh yeah, P6. So not too bad.
Yes. It should mean I have a 3-point lead going to Canada because Carr got a penalty, so that put him 4th.
Yeah. So wait. If I made a couple of aggressive passes at the Nabo chicane, I did lead by I cut the track, so I lead by I didn't want to get a penalty. So sorry if I.
Que estuvimos con la concha de mi madre.
Well, either way, we'll carry this on outside of the commentary. So either way, this has been Brett Keane and Guy Tasker signing out from GP2. Of course, don't forget to tune into F1 in 2 hours' time with Mackenzie Stewart and Jonathan Carton.